Welcome to Dark Horizon Creations. I'm Mike. Today I have a very special video review for all of you fans of the G.I. Joe Classified series. We have the Baroness from Snake Eyes G.I. Joe Origins. Now this particular action figure has not been set for release yet at retail, even though it's showing up in some stores. I managed to pick this up online from a seller on eBay. Located here in the Southeast, and I greatly appreciate them shipping this out to me as quickly as they did. So the Baroness, really unique character within the G.I. Joe franchise, got her start in G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, issue number 1 back in June of 1982. Her real name is Anastasia Cicerovna, also known as Anastasia de Cobre, and her original backstory is that she is the daughter of European aristocrats. It's believed that she was born in Eastern Europe, possibly East Germany. That's why in the cartoon she has an accent. When Mr. Larry Hama originally wrote the backstory for her, he did not write her with an accent. His idea was that she was an American college student who traveled abroad to Europe and got caught up in some of the resistant movement over there. We recently saw her portrayed in G.I. Joe, The Rise of Cobra in 2009 by Sienna Miller. I think Miss Miller did a phenomenal job with the character. I really liked that iteration of her backstory, where she was actually the brother of Cobra Commander, and she's kidnapped, and they implant nanomites in her to control her and use her as a weapon to, draw in her fiance Duke, and use her against the G.I. Joe team. I really wish that they had continued that story in G.I. Joe Retaliation. I think that would have been phenomenal to see her brought in as a primary character in the fight against Cobra. I think that would have worked really, really well if they had done that. But as it happens so many times in a movie, when they produce a sequel, for whatever reason, they choose to abandon or ignore the previous film and its plot and the characters. And I think that's what happened with the director in Retaliation. And, it's sad to see, but of course we see her again in Snake Eyes G.I. Joe Origins. Now this is going to be a completely different iteration of the G.I. Joe story. It is set to be a reboot to the live action franchise. So I presume that everything that has happened in Rise of Cobra and Retaliation do not exist. And, we'll see what happens. And I don't have the other classified series Baroness in hand yet to compare this to. It's on pre-order, and I haven't received it from Target yet. So you can see the action figure and the difference in the classified series packaging. I'll bring Scarlett out here for comparison, so you can see the difference in the box and the artwork. It's got a darker color scheme to it, sort of a monochromatic artwork there, and behind the Baroness you can see the Arashikage symbol. On the side panel, some artwork of the Baroness. On the top panel is the Arashikage symbol and the number in the series, number 19. You have, of course, the symbols on the side of the package that correlate to her skill sets and abilities. And then on the back, you have this really awesome artwork of Snake Eyes and the logo from the film. So really cool looking character. And inside you can see the accessories. She's got 2 really large fighting knives, and she has a suppressed H&K MP5K submachine gun. So let's pause the video, take her out of the box, and see what she's all about. All right, we're back with the Baroness from Snake Eyes G.I. Joe Origins. And as you can see, this is a really awesome action figure. I've got her in a simulated shooting stance there with her H&K MP5K submachine gun, and she looks phenomenal. I bet you won't find this over on Valaverse's website. I had to say that to rag on Bobby. No, in all seriousness, this is a really nice figure. It really is. I haven't seen Snake Eyes or Storm Shadow in hand yet, but this figure is well worth the money. And as you can see, she is extremely detailed. for a 6-inch figure. Let's go ahead and let me remove her weapon and bring her up close where you guys can take a look. And you can see that I've got her glasses on her. Let's take those off. And she looks identical to Ursula Cabrera, the actress who portrays her in Snake Eyes G.I. Joe Origins. Very nicely done head sculpt. Nice detailing on her bodysuit all the way around. Really, really nice looking figure. And it looks like it has armor integrated into it, particularly up here in her torso section, her shoulders. You can see the 2 fighting knives that she includes, and they've got a cobra head designed into them in the handle. Very similar to the sword that Cobra Commander includes. And she's got a port there for rucksack to tag into. Her head's on a nice ball joint, full range of motion. Forward and lateral movement at the shoulder. Her butterfly joint has a full range of motion. That is really nice. No bicep rotation at the elbow. And then she just has a single elbow joint there. Forward rotation and wrist swivel there. Her torso is on a ball joint. Let me remove her knives so you guys can see this. And she also has waist swivel as well. Forward and lateral movement at thigh rotation, double jointed knee, okay, lower leg swivel. Her feet are on a ball joint, and they also pivot. It's a really nicely done figure. And the thing that really strikes me the most is how lifelike she is. You know, I mean, this is just incredible. I thought the classified series figures prior to the film were lifelike. This, I have never seen a 6-inch scale figure, including the Black Series from Star Wars, that looks as good as the Baroness. This is phenomenal. This has to be, hands down, the best 6-inch scale figure that Hasbro has ever produced. Good job, guys. I really, really like this. I think this is phenomenal. And if Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow are anything like the Baroness, you know, I'm just blown away. So let's take a moment and look at her accessories. These are the fighting knives. They're identical on both sides of the blade. You can see the snake head sculpted into the handle there, Cobra. The other one's identical. H&K, MP5K, suppressed, removable mag. This is not a Nerf gun, friends. Really awesome to see this. Yes, it's made out of soft plastic, but there's no warping on this. And the suppressor does remove as well, in case you're wondering. So she can use it with or without the suppressor. And of course, those are her glasses. Really awesome figure. If you don't have this action figure, you need to order it. Or if you're going to wait until they hit retail, you should buy 3 or 4 of them and keep at least 2. These are incredible. I can't get over how good this action figure looks. Ladies and gentlemen, G.I. Joe Classified Series Baroness from Snake Eyes G.I. Joe Origins. The movie hits theaters 23 July here in the U.S. Go out and see it, and you know, let the community know what you think. But this right here, this is probably the best action figure that we've seen yet in the 6-inch scale from Hasbro, particularly in the classified series. Awesome job. Well worth the money. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned. There's more to come.